I'd like to give a big shout out to Steve Taubman, who did a phenomenal job at our event. He was a pleasure to work with, easygoing and so helpful, always full of great ideas, and just one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. The event itself was the most fun we've ever had at a regional event. The team really had a blast, and on top of it all, they took away some great insight into just how powerful the subconscious mind can be. We look forward to having Steve at our next event, and also would like to have him come in earlier in the day to spend some time with our, the higher achievers, and maybe for some next level coaching. Not only can I say Steve Taubman is top billing for the best of the best, but I'm also glad I can now call him a friend. And I truly appreciate Steve's contribution to helping our team.
Just a phenomenal speaker and hypnotist, magician, and sales pro, and best-selling author. And folks, I have to tell you that he is the best. And if you get Steve Taubman to speak in front of your organization, they will definitely get things out of this. Steve can get people motivated. He will get their sales up. He will get them off their butts and do what they need to do, all in a fun way, in a very theatrical way, and in a way that will bring dollars to your bottom line. So if you're an organization or a business, you need to get Dr. Steve Taubman under your roof and do it now.
Hi, this is Grace Kivoval, and I'm one of the co-founders of the Direct Selling Women's Alliance. And I want to thank Dr. Steve Taubman for all of his amazing contributions of information and insight. All of the members here at DSBA loved him. I enjoyed his presentation, and I really would encourage you to check him out. Thank you again for the opportunity to share what a wonderful experience it has been.
We have, like a lot of dealerships and a lot of businesses, we have issues with our salespeople lacking motivation, focus, confidence. And we had Steve come in, do a workshop for us. He gave us some great ideas. We're looking forward to doing some business with him. And we really feel like we have found a solution to some of our ongoing woes.
We had Steve in recently to do a talk for our annual meeting. It exceeded all of our expectations from beginning to end. Our membership had a great time. And in our business, the follow-up a couple days later is where you can really tell if an event went off the way you hoped to. And our phone has been ringing ever since from members who were there. More importantly, I've gotten a few calls from folks who said they were sad and they missed it because they heard the presentation was one of the best we've ever had. Personally, I took from the night a lot of great tips and ideas that I can put to work in my day-to-day business, but we have a large, diverse membership, and everyone was able to take something away from the night.
Hey, I'm here to talk to you about Dr. Steve Taubman. We just had him as one of the speakers at the 3rd Annual Prosperity Conference, and let me just tell you, he rocked the house. His information and his presentation were fun, fantastic, and inspired the audience to take action for themselves in their lives. Everybody at this conference walked away saying, oh my gosh, Steve was great. All your speakers were good, and we love Dr. Steve. Please have him back next year. So if you have the opportunity to get him to be a presenter at one of your events, you so want to. The audience will appreciate him, you'll appreciate him, and all in all, he brings the event together. So go for it.
Steve did a terrific job for our company, SimQuest Group. And Steve has an ability to deliver a message that strikes the chord within the audience of our technical professionals through the use of humor, through the use of magic, and through the use of storytelling. Steve has a tremendous background and a gift of delivering these messages. Steve has more content than 45 minutes can allow, but it certainly was a message that has resonated ever since we had that event 4 months ago.
We were really excited to have Steve come and work with us to help refine our skills when we're making sales calls. We provide sales training across the world and have a lot of success with that. We were pleased with the additional skill sets that we were able to develop by working with Steve.
We were so happy to have Steve come to our advance, our team advance. And we have a very successful team, the top team in the Burlington, Vermont real estate market. And he helped us look at things a little differently, giving us an opportunity to think about the subconscious in selling and how to use your inner processes to move people forward. So I'd recommend that if you have an opportunity to come and see Dr. Steve do a program or get involved with his coaching or tape series, I would jump right on that.
I was looking for workshop leaders in alignment with our event theme when a friend of mine said, "You need to talk to Dr. Steve Taubman." He led us through meditative exercises and thought experiments that I and my attendees were raving about. Steve's a magician, literally and figuratively, with his environment and conjuring up the right vibe, the right phrasing, and the right calls to action by simply reading the room. It's rare that you get to see someone with the ability to fascinate, be vulnerable, and move people to action like he does.
I must tell you that I just had an amazing experience. The speaker that we brought to help us work with our consultants in the direct selling industry to understand and break some of their roadblocks. Steve Taubman was an absolute fantastic investment. Steve was wonderful. His performance not only was entertaining, but educating. Many of my consultants walked away with a changed attitude. Thank you.